All right, let's try to make it so we don't have to edit this one. Ready? Go.
When was the last time you were afraid of the dark?
Always,
Always interrupted.
What's up, everyone? This is Nick.
And
What's up,
Kirsten.
everyone? This is Nick.
And Kirsten.
And this is Always Interrupted. I guess we'll be doing some editing. All right, episode 5 already.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
It's like a milestone.
Yeah.
Just a tiny
Now
one.
we're in kindergarten. So the last time I was afraid, I think it was in Arizona. I forgot what creature it was that I got obsessed with. This fake creature. You know those like websites where people just like make up stories and make them seem real? The Rake? Was it the Rake?
A rake.
No, I don't think it was the Rake, but it was similar to. It was like vampires that were like it had all these photos of like this vampire looking scary thing that was in the dark, and I kept
That sounds
reading.
familiar.
Yeah, I kept reading more and more about it. There was like so many stories. No, this is real. Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh no, that's fucking bullshit. But I couldn't go outside in the dark
I have to Google that.
that night. I was
Let me see.
afraid of a spooky, fake little story I got into. I was afraid then. I'll admit it.
Where'd you hear the story from?
I don't remember. We lived in Anthem, on Ashton Drive. That house.
So you weren't little.
No. But I don't remember. I don't remember what I was reading about.
So I looked this up. So
Oh, you did
Google
that
says
quick?
the rake is a creature.
No, it wasn't the Rake.
Oh, what was it called?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
What's the Rake, though? Tell me.
Well, it's a creature believed to be a humanoid in appearance with several references in folklore and horrific urban legends, originally appearing on the internet on creepypasta.
Creepypasta.
The creature reportedly attacks humans due to unknown reasons and often causes its victims great psychological trauma.
Is it on the roof of houses?
I don't know. I think it'd be
there
raking
a
up some
picture of it?
leaves or something. Let me see.
I don't think it's it.
I went to this monster wiki. Ooh. So there's like a photo of this guy, and he.
Let me see.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn my volume down because this ad is about to come on. He's like sitting on a bed, and it's like he has gray skin.
No, that's not it.
It looks like someone.
Maybe, kind of. I don't know. That's just a drawing, though.
Oh.
There was like actual photo. It looked like real photos of a creature in the night. It was humanoid though, for sure, and it had glowing eyes, and it was naked.
That looked like what you're describing.
Yeah, it does. Maybe it is that.
It has ties to Slenderman
Yeah,
as well.
one of those stupid little kid stories.
Yeah, some of those are
Spooked me.
weird. Remember,
I went so deep into the rabbit hole on that, and for so long too. And there was like 3 a.m, and I went outside. I was smoking cigarettes at that time, and I went out. I was like, oh, I can't even finish this cigarette. I don't even want this. I don't even want to smoke.
something's out there.
Yeah,
That did look scary. It's kind of like when you showed me that
I think-
Momo.
I think that
picture.
was the last time I was scared. No, that's not true. Scared of the dark. Jacksonville, being out at like 3 a.m. just by myself because nobody else wanted to finish the campfire I started in the backyard.
You
and
stayed
then-
up too late. You're
I
a
know.
night
And then
owl.
I'd go and I walk all the way back into the woods
Oh, don't do
by
that
myself
in the South.
to go get some more wood to put on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that was kind of scary. But
Yeah.
that's a different. I mean, Why
It's
wouldn't
just-
you be? There was bears there. I mean, who knows? There was always gunshots around.
It's not that, like, out here, even going into your backyard at night because it's so dark and the trees are so tall, they look like
That's true.
these creatures.
There's no street
of
lights
the
out
night.
here, like
no,
in Arizona.
Yeah,
It
so
is
you
not
yeah
bright.
you step into your backyard.
There's stars out.
It's yeah, it was beautiful last night when I went out and I was looking at the sky. You could see a mixture of the clouds and the stars. It was pretty, but then I heard this little rustling sound in the bushes and it kept going, and I mean, we have deer walking around, there's like snakes, there's all types of creatures.
Possums, raccoons.
Yeah.
But you know,
I wasn't gonna sit around to
it could have
find
been
out
the
what
witch
it was.
lady. 'Cause that's the witch lady's house.
Oh boy.
But she has a bunch of ducks. Maybe it was her duckies.
Oh my goodness, I don't think any ducks were out that late.
They don't have anywhere else to go.
I had a
What do you
bad
think they do?
feeling.
Like pack up for the day and then drive home and go to their
You know-
apartments?
I just saw myself, or all the silly people, like the horror movies where someone hears a strange sound.
Oh.
And they just have to inspect it. No, you don't.
Sometimes
Save
I do.
yourself.
Sometimes I do.
No, go back inside. That's what I did. I went back inside. I saved myself. I'm
Well,
telling you.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. See?
Well, there's, it was warm. It's been warm. A lot of copperheads could be out. I don't know why. I've seen more snakes in the dark than in the daylight out here,
Gosh.
which is strange to me.
No, thank you. I was afraid of weird things when back in the day. I think
I was afraid of everything when I was a kid. What were you
Well.
afraid of the most? Weird things.
You know this
Oh,
already.
is this a letter? A font?
So I I don't know why. I don't know if it was the mail my grandparents received or it was like a little commercial, but there's a company called AARP. I can't say this without laughing because I feel so stupid.
I think it's nationally
I-
known.
Okay, well, yeah, I was terrified of AARP. And it wasn't like the company itself or what they stood for, but it was just the way the letters looked. They were terrifying. I don't know what font was
What does
used.
that company stand for?
Let me-
Preparing for death?
Yeah, it's old people.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're
You're
not
almost
old.
dead.
But we got something from AARP in the mail. And I mean, like, we aren't over 35.
Well, my father has the same name, and I get
Oh, okay, you're getting his mail.
mistaken sometimes.
Well, yeah. You see, it's called American Association of Retired Persons. Okay. But
Tired.
looking it up now, like the font that the company uses, it's different than what it was in the early 90s. It was terrifying to me. I had so many bad dreams where I saw those letters and they were like, all I would see is like the red letters and I would freeze. And sometimes I would feel myself like I was awake, but I was frozen and I couldn't move. And I had to like fight to get out of this dream about damn AARP. And I remember the last dream I had about it. I was like, I kept seeing the letters. Oh God, it was just, and I finally got out of that dream. It was so powerful. And then I never had it again. I feel like I overcame whatever it was I was afraid of. And I know I mentioned this woman before, Ida, the one who told me about my past life in Egypt.
Right.
But I also mentioned AARP because it had a big effect on me from the age of 6 to 8. I had dreams about it that long. She said, again, those were some symbols from some past life, again, in Egypt. What the hell happened to me in Egypt?
They had AARP in Egypt?
No, but like it meant maybe like
That's
it
what she's
wasn't
saying.
actually like it was, it maybe stood or looked like some other symbols similar to the way the words look like now.
Oh,
And it was-
hieroglyphics.
Yeah, exactly.
Similarities
Yeah.
with the A,
Yeah. Yep.
a R.
Yeah.
And a
And
P.
it freaked me out. It's so stupid. I told my family about this. I remember they were cracking up. It's the stupidest
I
thing.
can't imagine.
But it was real. It was
I
terrifying.
believe you were afraid of it.
I wonder what font they use. I can't even
Knowing
Google the
you-
old image now because I'm terrified. I think it's gonna come back. I don't think it was Times New Roman.
No, I think they made their own fart.
Fart.
Font.
Yeah. Absolutely scary. What else scared you back in the day or
I used
recently?
to have a recurring nightmare almost
Mhm.
every night for a very long time that would make me wake up and cry. I was young. I was young enough to cry.
Mm-hmm.
All you man crying haters out there.
I've only seen you cry like 3 times.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Since
It's the
we've
way
been
I was
together.
grown up and all the people around me who would be like, "You fucking pussy!
Oh,
you
boy.
can't have feelings. You're a boy. Be a man."
Yeah, it's crazy.
You
I
can't-
cry like all the time
you can't have
over
feelings as a
anything.
guy.
Commercials.
If you were born in the 80s.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I was just joking. I'm sure plenty of men cry as much as I do.
Especially nowadays.
It's true.
No offense.
What was I saying? Oh, recurring nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how old I was. I have a very poor timeline. Unlike you, like I can't tell you how old I was at any point, and I don't remember how old I was yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Type of thing. Yeah, I'm really bad with time. But I think it was before I was in school. Maybe I was in kindergarten. Maybe I was older. I don't know. Anyway, I had this nightmare, which when I was young, we had a old Buick with red velvet interior. It was white. I don't know what kind of Buick it was. I just know that we had a Buick. It was 4 doors, and we never wore our seatbelts. Ever. Me and my sister, Jeanette, would always be in the back seat, just goofing around back there. We'd be on the floor. We'd be on the seat. But in my dream, I was hiding behind the driver's seat while my mother was driving, and I would jump up, and I'd say, "I love you," and she'd say she loved me too,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd go back under this behind the seat, and I keep doing that,
Yeah.
and then suddenly she was gone. She just wasn't there anymore,
My goodness.
and we were headed towards a gas station.
Uh-huh.
And right as the car exploded into the gas station, I'd wake up.
Wow.
I had that dream probably 200 times. I don't know why.
That's intense.
Yeah, I was real young, and it was petrifying.
Oh.
Is that the word? I was
Yeah.
petrified
Yeah.
in bed.
I gotta look that up now. The
Yeah.
Dream Dictionary.
I wonder if my mom remembers that. I wonder if she'll be like, "You're exaggerating. You had the dream twice." Which could be possible, but I swear I had the dream my whole childhood.
So it was like just a car crash, but you woke up before.
Mm-hmm. Before
could-
impacting the
okay.
gas station. I don't know what happened to my mom. She was just gone.
Maybe that was like a fear of losing her and then just getting into some trouble and not having her around to help you. That's just me just thinking aloud.
I think I was too young to have significant meaning dreams, though. Don't you think? I mean, I was probably 6.
When I was around that age, I was always thinking about dying and where you go. And I always thought, I was thinking, like, what if I'm in the casket and I wake up, but I'm already underground and I can't get out? You know, I always thought I would come back. I would wake up again. And then I got sad because I was like, well, no, I'll be in that box because I'm claustrophobic. I don't like tight spaces. You know,
sometimes I freak out when I feel like walls are closing in.
Yeah.
If there's too much going on, I'm under pressure and I'm nervous and there's too much clutter.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, that's... Ugh.
I used to be very afraid of my parents getting a divorce when I was young. Don't make that noise. I'm just trying to connect it with that dream.
I know.
I used to beg, hey, promise me you will never get divorced. Because I was afraid. I never wanted to not have my dad and not have my mom.
Right.
At the same time.
Of course.
And if they would argue, it would make me cry. Because the only time people argued on TV that was relevant to me was when they were getting a divorce. So I put that as, oh, my parents are about to get a divorce because they're yelling at each other.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and it's like in those shows, it's like after one argument.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, Bob, I think we need a divorce.
It was basically Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Is what gave me that impression.
Yeah, exactly.
That dumb bitch.
Exactly. She comes home and she gets mad because didn't he have like a party for his son? Yeah. But didn't he get like a bad grade or something?
It was a pretty crazy party.
Yeah. But it was his birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, they had zoo animals in the house.
Go back to work. That lady. Didn't she come home from work and like, ah!
Banging the dude at work, too.
That was in that movie?
Yes.
No, that was after she got a divorce.
Oh, that's strange, though. Oh.
Oh, yeah, Pierce Brosnan. It was 007.
Like nothing happened beforehand? Bullshit.
Oh, gosh.
What a horrible woman in that movie.
I never thought about that. That's crazy.
She was the worst.
I need to use this as an excuse. He had a party.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Right. And what did he do for a living?
He
used his voice
yeah.
and put it out on it was
cartoons.
a cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a voice actor.
Yeah.
And that's like what I do.
Yeah.
Weird.
I love Robin Williams.
Yeah.
What else freaked you out? Or is it my turn? I was really afraid of Michael Myers. I watched Halloween when I was like 6.
I couldn't watch those movies when I was young.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's that face, that mask. I told you about what my dad did.
But
when he dressed up as Michael Myers for
Michael
Halloween.
Myers. I was thinking Jason, just the hockey mask.
Jason, those movies were not scary. Jason and Freddy Krueger. None of that was scary. Michael Myers was scary because he was quiet. Really?
Yeah. I went over
the dreams?
Yeah. We had in my neighborhood there was these kids. They were pretty dirty kids, I would assume. I couldn't tell. I mean, I didn't care what anybody looked like when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I didn't see any of that stuff. But thinking back, these were definite like trailer park boys who I can understand why my mom didn't want me going over there.
No offense to anyone that lives in a...
Of course, I would love to live in it. Damn it. See? Just trashy people. Nothing wrong with a trailer park or a trailer. I want a trailer. But what else do I just white trash? I don't want to use the race.
Just keep going.
Okay. I gotta just bite my tongue. I can't say anything anymore.
I'm your human censor.
Sometimes I don't want one. I can't wait to get my other podcast going.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be listening.
You are not
like
allowed.
a hawk.
I'm gonna just
I
talk
will
about
take
you
notes.
the whole
I
time.
will have my memo pad. I will listen.
On to these two young gentlemen that have probably made large success in their life. Their father's name was Bart, and he didn't have a belly button.
What?
That's what he
Was
said,
he like
at least.
Kyle XY or
No,
whatever
I don't
that
know.
show was. Remember that?
But I went into their smoky, dark house one time and started watching Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Friday the 13th?
Are you talking about Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Was it? Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't remember any of it. I just remember I think the scariest thing was my mom coming over and screaming. That was probably why I was afraid of that movie, because of how angry she was that I was in that house. So maybe I wasn't afraid of Freddy.
You were just afraid of your mom.
Yes, my mother.
As are a lot of children. Oh.
I don't remember what those kids' names were. I don't know if I ever knew them. But Michael Myers,
Yeah.
your father.
Yeah, well, he... I was a little bit older, but he ended up dressing up as Michael Myers one year for a Halloween. And he had, like, the mask, and he had on the whole outfit, just like the movie. And he came in my room, and he just stood over my bed when I wasn't paying attention, and I looked up, and I saw him, and I got so freaked out. I was like, ah! And then, like, he sat outside our house, just, you know, with a bowl of candy and a little radio playing the theme song to Halloween, and, like, no one came to our house.
Love
He
your
was
dad.
that scary. It was a great costume. We gotta do something
Your dad's so
like
fun.
that. I love Halloween.
We did. We had a fun Halloween last year.
Yeah,
We
but I
made
want to
those-
do
yeah.
more things outside, because out here it's so dark and so
I know.
scary.
We definitely got to get those. Get some fog machines out.
Yeah, and the strobe lights. I
Yeah.
love like dancing in those and feeling like you're in slow motion, but like you're moving so
You're
fast.
moving so fast,
I'm like
Peggy.
literally moving right now. The kids love it. It's like a big. What are those parties? Like a rave or something?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I just see it in movies. It
Yeah.
always looks so cool. Like they're in bubbles sometimes. and
Oh, we
they
should have
the
a
glow
foam
sticks.
party.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Because last year we just did the eyeballs. So what did we make? We had was it ramen we used? Ramen
Yeah,
noodles.
We soaked a bunch of ramen. We built a box with a hole in it that sealed up when you took your hand out, so you couldn't see through it.
When you put your hand
So
in.
they had to reach into some mystery box,
Yeah.
and it went into a bunch of cold, wet. We had ice cubes in the noodles, and we threw some coffee grinds in there.
Yeah, to make it like dirty, gritty filling.
And then some eyeball bouncy balls.
And we said those were eyes they
Yeah.
had to catch or get.
Yeah. And they were scared.
Yeah. Well, we went outside.
It was fun. Like
We
they were so scared to stick their hand in there.
Yeah. Well, before that, we had them walk around outside in the dark, and you were playing like scary music, and
Oh,
it was
right.
dark outside, and
Yeah.
I was running around like this scary person.
Didn't we play the Halloween
Yeah, I think
theme
so.
song?
Yeah, it was scary out there.
It was fun though.
Yeah. Allie, still to this day, our youngest, 3 years old, she's like, no, the eyeballs.
Yeah. Maybe they'll tell this story when they have their own podcast.
I'll never forget. Oh, boy.
That was so fun.
Well, yeah, I used to have a lot of bad dreams about Michael Myers, too, when I was younger. Just the typical man chasing you. it was so weird. Like, I would see my old neighbor. Well, back then when I lived in Chicago, I would see my neighborhood, and if I left my house and went and made a left down the street, Michael Myers was always waiting for me there, and he would kill me. But if I left my house and made a right turn, I would be safe. It was the weirdest thing. I had the same dream where it was like I was born yesterday again, and I had to make a choice. Am I going to turn left or am I going to turn right? And when I turned right, I was always okay. It's so weird.
Well,
I turned left quite a bit.
You made the right choice.
I know, but why did I even have that stupid dream? Weird. I was so young. Did I have that many like heavy thoughts? Oh,
probably.
School. Oh, yeah, I was really serious.
I'm still trying to figure you out.
I don't know what direction to take.
Oh yeah, tell me, you are an overthinker.
Yeah, I think that was why. Yeah. Does this boy like me?
I used to be like that though too. Struggle with
I wanted to do well.
Well, yeah. I was thinking about that a lot the other day. Actually, over the last few days, how I used to make a lot of my decisions just not because of what I wanted or liked, but because of what other people would like.
Yeah.
I hated living that way. I was I think I've become such a better person growing up than I was younger. I had some really great friends, and I was reflecting back on them the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a really shitty person. Like I made so many poor decisions just because of peer pressure, which I never believed was a thing.
You didn't watch those like after school specials?
No,
about 90210.
But I always be like, well, I don't get peer. I am the pressure.
You sound like a wrestler.
But no, I would act and do things just to get a rise out of other people, or for certain people to be like, oh, that's so funny, man. But I have a lot of regrets.
Aww.
So to all my old friends that I treated poorly for my own gain, I love you.
He meant that. I just wanted to make it.
I did
lighten it up a little bit.
I did mean it.
You did, or you didn't?
No, I did.
Okay, yeah.
I was just contemplating on whether to drop names, but probably not.
No, don't disavow. This is not Dr. Phil.
If you're thinking it's you, probably it's you. If any of my friends even listen to me.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of friends that listen. I'm such an introvert. I don't know.
Yeah, you're a loser. See?
I have my books. And
those are the types of things I would say to people back then.
See, that's not nice.
No.
I'm very happy with my family and on the other side of the country from everyone, pretty much.
Yeah. I think that's what made me a better person, was leaving.
Moving away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we learned a lot. Living on the west.
Well, I lost a lot of bad habits, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we both did.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked cigarettes anymore. I don't even feel the pressure. I don't drink as much as I used to either.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
way less than I used to. Those were two key ingredients for living in Arizona.
We learned how to do a lot of things on our own,
yeah,
instead of depending a lot on family
That's right.
as well. I mean, we've had help, especially with like when Hurricane Florence came and we had to evacuate. Like, you know, your mom and your sisters really helped out a ton, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, their families, and that was great. And you know,
Always appreciated.
yeah, definitely.
But it's great to be able to depend on yourself.
Yeah,
More
that's
like
how you
not
learn.
having to go and work, like spend money on people to work on your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big plus.
Yeah.
Like
You learned how to do
the
it
first time I
yourself.
changed my own oil, which is crazy for some people to hear another man say, like, you never changed it. No, I didn't. I paid people to do it because that's what most people did. It's so simple. I can't believe I didn't do it in Arizona.
Yeah, and it is crazy. Like,
And the only reason I learned how to do it when we moved out here was because I didn't know anybody to be like, hey, who's a trusted mechanic?
right, to do it,
So I was like, well, I guess I have to be the only one I
the
trust.
trusted mechanic. Yep. And you fixed our vehicle, got it going.
I learned a lot.
Yeah,
YouTube became the only thing I watch.
yeah.
It's a great
It's a good
platform.
resource.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a lot of things.
Except for young children. I wish they would watch things and
Oh
learn.
my
But there's so much to learn on YouTube.
gosh.
But there's so much shit just blah, 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 blah,
I have to delete the app on the kids' TV. Like the things the two youngest are watching. Like when we sit through this video, I don't understand it. And it's this big creature just like stomping the floor, and I don't get it. And there's these kids that do all this stuff.
They're creepy too.
There's men in Jello baths. Like, what are you doing? Why? Doesn't that get all up in your butt, Jello?
Ooh.
Like, that's nasty. I don't get it. And they watch it. And I'm like, hey, why don't you put on Sesame Street? Ah, that's boring. What do you mean?
Because
Boring.
it's not loud and flashing and
Yeah. It's just constant.
screaming.
Oh, and this siren head.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get it. And
It's supposed to be a scary thing.
yeah, like I watched a video. I sat down. I was like, let me try to understand this earlier today. And this thing was running around, and it has two like sirens on its head, but there's like teeth inside of the siren, and it comes and it like kills people. I'm like, why do you watch this? Aren't you scared? No.
Allie?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, she makes you lay down with her.
Yeah. Every night
bedtime.
she begs, sleep with me. I'm like, no, go to bed.
Yeah, better ask Siren Head to lay down with you.
Yeah, because if I do it, she's going to ask, or want it every night. She's going to expect it every night. Yeah, I can't do it. She has to face her fears. I sound so terrible saying that, but I
don't think so.
don't know.
I
She
think
has
it's
to
healthy.
learn. Yeah. That's why I just got to remove the app and get her back on the...
She doesn't freeze in terror.
Yeah.
She's
She
stronger.
likes it.
She's strong.
Yeah.
She just likes the comfort,
Yeah.
but she doesn't need it.
Right.
Like
yeah,
when
exactly.
Ashton was a baby, her age, I can't even describe the terror this boy had. Just turning the lights off. He had to sleep with the fucking sun in his room. It was
With the
madness.
ceiling light on or something?
Yeah, like he slept in pure.
What was he
Brill-
watching? What was
He wasn't. That's the thing. Like
Just
there was no
normal
he
fears
wasn't
of the
watching
dark.
YouTube and stuff
Yeah.
like that back then.
It's funny. I wonder if
He had these night terrors and he would
Yeah.
scream in his sleep. Man. It was crazy. I think that dust cloud is really messing with my throat.
Oh, the Sahara
Yeah, I
the
can't. I
desert
can't talk today.
dust.
I keep losing it. Excuse me.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. That's intense.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. It was it was a crazy time. That lasted for a while too.
Sometimes I wonder, like, for firstborn kids, is it because maybe they're more afraid because they don't have that, like, bigger brother or sister or someone to
That
watch
makes
those
sense.
with and talk
That's
to?
that's probably
Yeah.
true. And I think they were probably coddled a lot more too because they're the firstborn.
Yeah. Well, because, like,
Like
for
me, I was super spoiled.
Yeah. Well, like, for me, I remember, like, I was afraid of AARP and Michael Myers, but I didn't go into, like, my parents' room or anything. Oh, I'm so afraid or anything like that because I had, like, my cousins or my older sisters to mention this to. Like, I had a lot of family or,
Right.
sibling
yeah.
age to talk to about it. So, and that's why maybe.
Did you live with your cousin?
No, but I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house where he was, like, a lot of time. So me and my cousin Mike, we were really close. But, like, I wonder if that's what's happening with Allie, because she has,
Well, she shares a room with her.
yeah,
bigger
with
brother
Kellen,
too,
yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
me and my sister shared.
I shared a
too.
room with Ashley as well, yeah. So maybe, and he
And
was
she
alone
wasn't-
at the
I
time.
don't think she was afraid. I tried to scare her. Oh man, I terrorized her.
Oh.
I did things grown men would get arrested for.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't think that's true.
I used to go under her bed and pee on the carpet.
Oh, you're terrible.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
like
know
that
why.
problem
I was
child.
like, it was when I was like 18.
What?
I'm just kidding. I was like 4.
Oh.
But I remember it.
Goodness.
We had my parents they had these friends that would come over all the time, Rick and Gail. And they'd bring a dog that for some reason I don't think I liked very much. So I would go because I didn't like my sister very much either, I guess.
Oh.
So I'd pee under my sister's bed all the time. And my parents would always be like, why? Where is this piss coming? They would go crazy. Like, why is it? And I'd be like, it was the dog. I'm pretty sure that I saw the dog peeing under the bed. And I would blame their dog. And their dog wasn't allowed to come over anymore. Last time I saw the dog, it had a cast on its leg.
You probably got that poor dog in so much trouble.
Yeah, they probably killed it.
Oh, my goodness. No.
Yeah, it was probably like 1989.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe 1990.
Terrible.
One time, I got my sister so afraid that she was going to get in trouble. She didn't even do anything. Like, we had my mom had this really nice crystal sugar bowl that she had in the center of the table.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. I had a top on it. I remember it. And my mom was in the shower, and I kept just, for some reason, nagging Jeanette, like, oh, I'm telling Mom you broke it. I'm telling you're going to get in so much. And she was she got so scared. She was like, no, and like, she didn't even touch it. I was just talking about it. And then I went and I was banging on my mom's door. I was like, but Jeanette, blah, blah, blah. And I was just yelling. She did all
You're an
the
instigator.
And then my mom was like, she was in the shower and she like rushed out. She was like, what is it? And then we both just hear, and she broke it as I was telling my mom that she broke it.
How did she break it?
I don't know. She was probably trying to hide it or something. I don't know. But I'm sure I got in trouble for it.
I hope you did. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just like picturing this all in my head.
I know. She was so cute
so
too.
Sad.
She's such a good sister. I was a bad brother. See? I was like that with my friends too. That type of shit. Why was I like that?
I don't know.
Because I was a spoiled brat. That's why. Mom, you spoiled me.
Okay.
Thank you for spoiling me, Mom. It's not your fault. I also told her one time, I remember this one too. I said that I learned a great magic trick, and that I can make the potting pots, the planter
Potted
pots.
plants.
Yeah, just the ceramic pot.
Yeah.
I said that I could make it levitate for her. She had to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just told her to clap her hands. She dropped it and it shattered on the floor at
Oh
her
my
feet.
goodness.
And I didn't do it. She did it twice, I think.
Wow. And then you wonder why Ashton had told Maddie to cut her hair.
Yeah. No, I don't wonder. I know exactly.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing. He thinks he's smarter. I'm like, dude, I was you, but way worse.
Yeah, he gets it from you.
Yeah. You can't get away. You can't get away with the shit you do. I know you. I was you. I'm glad I'm not me anymore. That me. Did you ever do stuff like that? Were you ever just a rotten kid? I was such a rotten person
man.
sometimes.
Yeah, well, it wasn't until I found out I was having a baby sister, Ashley, that I remember.
You scared me for a second.
What,
I didn't know the word sister was going to come after baby.
Oh.
When
No.
you found out you were having a baby,
Oh, my goodness.
you started to be rotten.
No, like, I found out, she was coming, and there's a photo of me in the hospital room as, my mom was pushing her out or, trying to have her. And like, I had on the little medical gloves, and I just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I just made my eyes look like they were melting or something in the photo. Like when you just press down on your cheeks and just stretch your eyelids down.
Your bottom eyelid.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah. There's a photo of that because I was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember when my mom and newborn baby came home, and I took some baby wipes, a package, and I just took them all out just so they could dry out, And I remember, like, I cut my doll's hair one time. I always messed with my mom's contact lens. I think I flushed them down the toilet. I got rid of all her lens solution. I smeared Vaseline all over our door for some weird reason.
I did that too. And so did Ashton, and so did Madison, and I think Kellen did too.
Yeah. I was just mad because my mom was
thing.
she was on the phone, and I needed to talk to her about something, and she was on her phone call. I just took the Vaseline and smeared it on the door. Then I took my dad's robe and draped it over the door so they wouldn't see it. It was so stupid. I looking back, I don't know why I did that, but I remember, and my mom always mentions this, but the good memory I remember Ashley, she was in her bassinet and she was asleep, and I just went to look at her, and I was like, oh, she's so cute. And I picked her up, and I'm 6 years old, and I picked her up and I carried her down the stairs of our house, and I brought her to my mom. I didn't drop her or anything. I had her in my arms. I don't know why. She just looked so precious. I had to hold her. I think maybe
did she wake up?
She did a little bit, but she wasn't fussy or anything. It was a nice moment.
Do you have wooden stairs?
No, it was carpeted.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was soft. It was a lot of stairs, but I mean, who would want a 6-year-old to take? Yeah, it would have been bad if she fell. But I had a hold on her. I don't know why. I still don't know why I did that to this day.
Remember when you got pregnant with Kellen, and how when you had him, how Madison would treat her dolls?
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
She was all about new babies. She started breastfeeding her all her dolls. She was how old? Like 6?
No, Matt. She was. They're 4 years apart.
So
she was 3.
Oh.
Was she? No.
How was my math so
no,
bad?
she was 3, about to turn 4. She was 3 going on 4.
They're only 4 years apart?
Well,
you're right.
3, like
Yeah.
3.5.
So we had a little 3-year-old. We had a little Allie. Like if Allie.
Yeah. So Allie would probably be
Yeah.
doing that now. Yeah.
Lifting her shirt up and everything.
I remember that. Remember that picture Maddie drew of me? And she just drew this big circle and a small head because that's how big I was.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, the time flies.
Yeah. It's a long, long, long time.
I can't believe that.
Now they're teenagers. The oldest two, pretty much.
Well, yeah. 11 and 13.
Yeah. Cell phones and everything.
Ruins childhoods.
What ruins it? Cell phones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And YouTube. All this stuff.
It's the internet. It's the internet.
I grew up in Arizona, and I don't think there was a day in the summer I wasn't outside.
That's true. Yeah. I went outside a lot. Well, like I was still on the computer.
I can't even go outside today as a 35-year-old.
Well, it's so hot. The heat impacts us more now than when we were kids.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
What a toll it took. I'm exhausted just from today. I mowed the lawn, and I got a sunburn.
And we drove from Virginia to Virginia
That's right.
and back.
Yeah.
As well.
We did drive a lot today, too.
Yeah.
It was a big day.
It's crazy. Oh, and our AC went out.
Right.
So it's fixed now, thank goodness.
What a crummy day.
Yeah. We were just sweating bullets.
It wasn't crummy. It was a good day. Well, we lost 2 kids today.
They're coming back. They went with their grandma and to see their mom, and then the 2 we have are here, so it's a little bit
so we have only 2
quiet.
kids, which is we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Yeah, they should be going to sleep. I heard Allie in the background just now.
They're
crying
still awake?
for me. Yeah.
Oh,
she needs to go to bed.
I know. She's like, you
They
need to
woke
give me
up
a
at
hug and
8.
kiss. And I was like, you need to get in your bed. And then when I'm done recording, I'll give you a hug and kiss.
They need like 10 hugs and kisses before they can go to bed.
I know. Can I have some water? I need water.
Yeah. And going the day just ignoring it the whole time.
Right.
It's just a ploy to stay up. What is that phrase? I heard it before. Like at bedtime, the kids become thirsty philosophers or something. They always got something to say.
They're dehydrated. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's always the same.
It is always the same. With every child.
Yeah.
No matter how you raise them. Why is it? Oh, I need more. I need some water. I'm thirsty.
Well, we take advantage of it now because
I know. 11,
kids get older.
13.
The doors close.
Cell phones. It's just locked in your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I say today to you? The only time the oldest talks to me is at dinner when he says thank you, and then he gets up and leaves. Thank you. And then he runs back in his room. On the phone, he never even hung up with his friends. He just leaves his friends on the phone, and then he's like, all right, I'm back.
Oh, boy.
Like, what? When I was a kid, I was like, hey, I got to go eat dinner.
Yeah.
I need to call you back. Click.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't leave him
He wears his earbuds at the table.
Oh,
Like,
really? I
think
didn't know
so.
that.
I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he does. He wears them everywhere. He never hears a word I say to him because he's got his Apple Air. What are they called?
AirPods.
AirPods. I can't stand that company, Apple.
Yeah, I don't like those phones. Especially, remember the last time we had an iPhone and I kept, like on mine's, I kept getting a message like,
Yeah, there's
you need more memory to
never,
use this.
never
I was
big
like,
enough.
What? And then like you go to see how much it is and it's these extraordinary prices. And
How long ago was like 6 years ago?
Yeah, that's
It's
when
been a while since we've had Apple.
That's when we switched to Android and we never turned back.
I know. People are like, it's different now.
No, hell no. I will never get another iPhone in my life. No way. Those phones suck.
That's right.
You
Apple
can do
died
so
with
much
Steve
more with Android.
Jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I love my notes, my Galaxy notes. I don't want anything to do with no damn iPhones. And keep that.
Yeah, I don't like the phones at all.
Also,
I would get
iTunes and nonsense.
I would get a Mac though, like a computer PC. Is it a PC? No, Mac. Just
I like those old ones, the colorful ones. I think we talked about that in a few podcasts ago.
Did we?
Those were cool back in the day. Yeah.
Well, they were cool because it was a computer and
It was
computers
different.
were new.
Yeah. They were colorful.
Now computers aren't cool unless you custom build it like that one over there.
Yeah, like the one you got is gigantic.
I know.
A lot of people just have laptops nowadays too, or tablets.
I need a new one of those.
Yeah.
I miss having a laptop. Hint, hint.
We have a spare one back there in the bedroom. Go ahead.
I need
Backlit
one.
keyboard and everything.
But it doesn't have a number pad. I can't work without a number pad.
Oh boy.
All my passwords have numbers, and if they're not on the right side, I just can't do it quick enough.
So what you're saying is you're lazy.
Yeah. When it comes to working. When it comes to working, I'm lazy with my passwords. Oh. What else did we do today? How was that drive to Virginia?
It wasn't bad.
It was a hot day.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt good in the truck though.
That's because
It was pretty
the
in
air
Virginia
conditioning
too.
works in the truck,
Yeah.
and it didn't in the house.
Yeah.
It was pretty miserable. Miserable.
It was only bad when we got back because we left so early, so
Yeah.
it wasn't as hot outside. But when we got back,
It was 90 degrees in the house.
yeah, like just putting the when I was clearing out the dishwasher, I started sweating bullets. Like I'm just standing in the kitchen, I'm like, man, it's hot. The little ice cubes, on our chest helped and everything. And thank goodness we have all these fans everywhere. 'Cause I don't think we would have made it.
I brought out like 5 fans.
Yeah, there's 5 fans in the living room that we had to have. But it felt good when you just stayed still and, the ice cube.
Yeah. What did I do? I went in the backyard, started
Mowing the lawn.
in the sun. No
Yeah.
clouds out.
And you still got burnt.
I did. I put on sunscreen. That's the first time I've ever put on sunscreen, by the way, mowing the lawn. And I get a sunburn on my neck.
You got your dose of vitamin D.
Yeah. I got that VD.
I think I read like with my skin tone, I need more exposure to sun than you would, like to really
Probably.
have an impact. I didn't know that. That
Yeah.
was interesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Your skin tone is for people who's adapted to being
to the
in the
sun. Yeah. That's really interesting.
I should be in an igloo. That's why I do better in the winter than you.
Yeah, I don't do well. I do not do well in the winters.
No.
In the Southeast.
You are very verbal about winters daily.
Yeah, I want to just escape. I would love to be, what do they call it, snowbirds?
Yes, no, let's do that.
Oh, I would love to get away. I do not like gray skies, the dead trees.
I think we should buy 2 buses and convert them into livable domiciles that we could just drive around.
I would love that. And we could go to like...
There's so many for sale out here too.
Yeah.
I think we should do
Would
at
it have a
least one.
shower in it?
No.
What?
How are we going to put a shower in a bus?
I've seen things
that takes up
with
too
showers.
much space.
I need to wash.
We just get a sink that has a long extension.
No,
Yeah.
I swear I've seen some with showers.
I know.
Need
We could do that.
to have a shower. Showers are my
We should
life.
maybe we could find a double-decker bus. Then for sure.
Like those ones in like Hollywood where they go on like the tour.
Yeah. Put a top on the upper deck. And then we could have 2 showers.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, as long
And
as
4
I have
bedrooms.
a shower.
Yeah, 4-bedroom bus.
Yeah. Then I'm fine. A shower and a toilet, and it has to be appealing, not like some little airplane bathroom or something like that.
And then we could set up these boom arms
I'm
and
picky about
everything
my bathrooms.
on the dash so that we can even podcast while we're
Yeah.
driving. And then we set up the cameras too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That only cost about
Oh my god! I don't want to hear any numbers about money.
$900.
I wish. Maybe if we were in 1963.
I don't know how much a double-decker bus would be, but I know that all the other regular buses out here are going between $2,000 and $4,000.
Are they school buses?
Yeah, and those engines run forever. We just have to build it.
Would you want to go to all 50 states? I mean, we've been to a lot of states. So yeah, I would love to go to Canada. That'd be neat.
Yeah, I want to drive through Canada for sure.
Oh, can you imagine?
There's plenty of states I don't care about.
But not in the winter.
Just because, I mean, I understand. Oh, I've been to every I don't care. There's some. Why? Who cares about some of these states?
Well, don't you want to, like, see what, like, the sites, the history of that state?
Really?
I love
do you
that.
think that we would have missed not going through New Mexico?
I wanted to see what New Mexico was like, and
I think we saw what New Mexico was like.
yeah, but it was beautiful, like those mountains.
It was red, yeah.
Through. I love the when we stopped at that visitor center. Remember, it was beautiful in there.
You're right.
They had the fancy music playing, and
the
bathrooms
flute,
were
Native
beautiful.
American flute music.
Yes, and they had a lot of Native American
You're right. I'm
history
wrong.
and
You're right.
stuff.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
yeah. Each state
Okay,
has
every
something
state.
great to offer. I
Every
think.
state except for Mississippi.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
they're doing
Mississippi. Was that the one where we crossed from the Mississippi River, and then it was just this giant Bass Pro Shop that was a pyramid?
Was that in Tennessee?
Which one's first, Mississippi or Did we go through Mississippi?
No, we didn't. I've never been to Mississippi.
See, never mind then.
Yeah, I think that was.
You're right. It was Tennessee.
It was Tennessee. Yeah. Oh, we had such a terrible time going through Memphis. I was so angry. What were we so mad about? That's what I don't remember. I know it was like the stress of driving across country.
It may have been. Was that one of the long? We drove for a while.
Yeah, we were trying to stop and find something to eat, and I think we had trouble finding the subway. And like, I don't know why I started driving wild. like it was like GTA. And I pulled into that gas station. I almost ran this guy over. And I just like slammed on the brakes. And he looked at me. He got all mad. And I was just like growling and snarling back. I did not care. And then later I felt so bad.
Wherever we stopped in that part of the state,
We were not wanted.
it was all Cajuns there.
In Tennessee?
They were so like the people that I interacted with. That's what I was talking to.
Wow.
The guy at Subway. What? That's probably why I was so upset when I just threw the sandwiches in the
Oh man.
So what? What'd you say?
It was just it was the stress of the moment. Yeah, every time cuz we were hungry. Every time we stopped. It was a fun ride. I remember when we stopped and got Burger King.
If we all could have been in one vehicle, it would have been better. Less stressful.
Yeah. But you know what? It was great. I remember when we stopped at a Burger King. I don't even remember what state we were in, but I remember just chomping on that Whopper and just sitting in the car. I mean, you were in the truck right next to me. There were a lot of people that were just pulled over eating. And I remember just looking up at the sky and I was like, oh man, this is great. It's such an adventure. And I was just so happy. We were in the middle of nowhere. We didn't reach our destination yet, but it was just so freeing to not be chained, to a home, or we had all of our family and our belongings with us.
Yeah.
It's an incredible feeling.
I remember just the change in scenery was a breath of fresh air. Like when we got to I think it was Tennessee when we
Arkansas.
No, when we got to, was it Arkansas? Where did we eat White Castle?
Oh.
We stopped at White Castle. I swear it was Tennessee.
I think that was Tennessee.
And I just remember seeing a cardinal, like the bird, a cardinal. And being like,
what's that?
That's awesome. That bird's red.
Yeah.
Like, all I ever saw was pigeons and doves and brown sparrows. No bird ever had any color to it ever in the desert. Everything's brown and dull and ugly. There's beauty to the desert.
Yeah.
But not when you leave it. It's ugly because everything else is vibrant and great and new. And it was amazing when I saw that bird. And now I'm obsessed with birds. And I watched the birds in the back. There's blue jays.
You take great pictures of
There's
the birds.
There's all
too.
these amazing different birds. I only thought were in different countries because I've never saw them in Arizona.
Isn't it crazy what you see when you get out?
Yeah.
I really felt the difference when we got to Arkansas, and it was hearing the frogs.
That's because
the
we
lightning
finally got out of desert landscape.
Yeah, yeah.
It was still pretty dry through Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma
Well, it was all
weird.
Cement.
Yeah.
I don't know what Oklahoma was. We didn't. We didn't stop there.
Yeah, we didn't stay overnight. It was all freeway there.
We didn't even eat. We drove right through it.
Yeah. We weren't okay. But Arkansas was beautiful. Oh, and the water, the difference in the water with taking a shower.
Right, that's right. The water.
Holy moly.
Changed, and the sound at night. Changed. That's when you start hearing like the katydids and the frogs at night.
Beautiful.
And it was just so many different sounds.
Yeah.
As opposed to just a cricket.
Yeah. Or javelinas at your door after midnight. Oh,
that's ugly.
Those are terrifying.
And coyotes.
Yeah. I haven't heard that sound in a while.
Yeah.
We still see some bats flying in the sky. Where are bats? They're everywhere, right?
Yeah, they're always out every night. Ooh. They're flying around.
It's so creepy.
They live in that tree.
Oh, near us?
That big tree between us and the neighbor, the witch lady.
Oh, of course they're
Yeah,
there.
she probably has a bat cave.
She's probably. I can't even say. I'm not even gonna say it.
Say it. Just say it.
I always think whenever I see a bat, I'm convinced they land somewhere and enter a home as a vampire. It's a vampire.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it.
Maybe
takes
that's
that
what she is
human
next door.
form.
Maybe she's not a witch. She's
They're
a
just
vampire.
Watching.
She's
Ugh.
the rake
Ugh.
or whatever it's called.
Ugh.
It's so funny. I have this story of the neighbor. She doesn't even look like I described her.
I still haven't seen her.
She's the sweetest old lady.
I have yet to see her.
I think she has wooden teeth.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
she probably has the same teeth that George Washington had.
Oh, don't even go there.
Other dead people's teeth. Or were they not dead? Who knows?
Ooh, I just got the chills. I'm getting.
Isn't that what his teeth were made of? They weren't made of wood. They were made of other people's teeth that he pulled out.
That's what Sunny on The View said.
Oh, that's right. She's the most
his
reputable.
teeth were from slaves.
Mm.
Yeah, I have to look that one up.
No, you don't, because Sunny said it. Yeah, she said it's true. Anything on The View is true.
I don't really
It's called The View for a reason.
yeah.
It's their view of the truth.
I don't pay attention to those ladies very much.
But you sure do watch them every day.
No, I do not watch them every day.
I called you out.
I really like.
Call out culture.
I like Whoopi because she's funny. Those glasses she's always wearing. Her hair. She was gonna be on some Stephen King show, so she had all that crazy the white dreadlocks for so long.
White dog shit is what I said.
She looked like an advanced predator or something, like an upgraded predator.
Remember when we got Penny all those bones, and she was eating too much calcium, so her poop was white. There was just white dog poop everywhere. That was what her hair looked like.
Oh, that hair! Oh, God, it was so hilarious. I could not stop laughing whenever I saw it.
It was strange.
It was just so funny. And then she would just have these normal conversations with people, like all these political
wearing
people.
Crocs with socks and a kimono or
yeah.
She wears the weirdest shit.
She makes me laugh. You know what? And I'll probably dress like that when I'm
wears
older.
like a high heel Nikes or some. I don't
understand those. Like the soda shoes.
She's so fucking weird. Man, celebrities are strange. They get to be so weird.
I know. If me and you went walking down the street like that, people would think like we were in some type of trouble.
Yeah, like if anybody who doesn't have a recognizable face doesn't get to dress that way.
Well,
I mean,
on the other hand, I don't know. Nowadays, I think
you do, but
you
can
just
be
like,
whoever
you want.
They just rolled out of bed. What a slob.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, think about it now. I don't think people out here would care very much.
No, because everyone out here goes to the store with a hairnet on. Is that what they're called? Net? Hairnet?
Yeah, like a hairnet. Like, so if you do your hair or something and
shower
maybe you
cap.
have
That's
rollers,
what I was talking about.
Rollers in.
A silk shower cap.
Yeah. Well, you can't. No, it's like a satin cap.
Satin cap.
Yeah,
there you go.
like the one I wear at night is
Right.
to protect your hair, so you avoid breakage and stuff like that.
The women's do-rag.
But I would never wear it out because I like to do my hair.
Which is weird because I don't care if you do. I would love if you just didn't take the hour it takes you to do your hair.
My hair is so thick, it's naturally curly. It takes a while to do if I
So are all those other
straighten it.
women's who's wearing their
I am
silk
not.
satin
No,
caps out
I like my hair.
with
I
their-
like doing it, and I'm not gonna put a cap on after I do my
But
hair
listen, I
to cover it up.
think though, if you just don't wear a robe and don't wear purple sweatpants and pink bunny rabbit slippers like all these other women, on top of going out with the hair thing, you're already winning.
That wouldn't look right with what I'm wearing. Wearing a black satin nightcap with a yellow dress. Like, that looks goofy. It doesn't look right.
I get it. Okay.
Like a beautiful sundress. Like crazy.
That makes sense.
I don't think so. I don't mind doing my hair, and since I cut it,
What if I
takes
wore
less time. No.
the pink one?
Wear pink what?
The
My shower cap?
Yeah,
You don't need to wear a shower cap.
I know, but just for support.
No. You're so silly.
I would do it for you.
I know you would. And you would walk through the store.
Yeah, because
gleefully.
I want to leave now, not an hour and a half from now. That's why.
That's why I do my hair.
That's why I
early
go
enough
without
in
you
the
now.
night.
I don't
Oh,
care
please.
about your
Well,
hair.
get used to it. This is my
Oh.
hair. It's thick. It takes a while. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's me going to the store alone all
Then
the time.
go.
I am. It's my favorite.
I don't like going to the store. I'd rather do something else, like going to the library.
I love going to the store.
If the library
by
is even
myself.
open now.
'Cause then I get to buy anything I want.
Nope.
And I will. Unless you send Maddie with me. Oh,
Yeah.
She's the worst. She will literally. No. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
she listens to
Kirsten
me.
said. Nope. No.
Yeah. Because,
Daughter.
yeah, I have to have.
I have the wallet right here with the money.
Nope. She knows. That's good. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah, she does. She's obnoxious
Good.
when she comes. That's why I don't take her anymore. Kirsten said to keep you on track. We don't need to go down that aisle.
That's right. That's right. You go into the store and just wander in amazement at
Yeah.
all the aisles.
You want to know why? Because I like the fact that it's not the house that I'm stuck at all day, every day.
Well, yeah, everyone's stuck nowadays.
I know.
with the
So,
plague.
A little extra shopping.
But then you
okay.
come home with stuff we don't need.
Like what?
I
Candy?
don't know. Just
It's all candy and ice cream and beer. And what else?
oh my goodness.
What did I bring home that we
Well,
did?
you learned your lesson because Maddie's been with you quite a few times.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
My watcher.
I know.
Keep you on task.
I'm gonna miss them. Actually,
Yeah. You can feel it
I already miss them.
when they're gone. When any of the kids are gone, it's
I know.
always weird.
Even though they're always in the room, I can sense that they're.
Yeah, you don't feel their presence because
Yeah.
they're not near.
I can't hear Madison dancing in her room. Ashton's not constantly dropping his chair.
His swivel chair falling off of it.
Yeah. The amount of times a day that happens.
Yeah, there's always a boom and a bang in this
Yeah.
in this house.
That's right. Yes, Ashton, every night, every single night, Ashton's chair will topple over onto the floor.
And it's so
And then
loud.
Madison, we just fixed this problem because we swapped out her. She had this box fan that she would set on her chair in her room, and it would always fall off the chair and bounce 30 times, it seemed like. Always at like 11:45, between 11:45 and 12:45 at night.
Mm-hmm. We always think someone broke in.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
I know, exactly. It's always, what's that?
Yeah.
Same old. Now that's what it is.
Well, it's different. Like when you're half asleep and then
Yeah.
you hear that out of nowhere, it's like it's jarring.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
whoa.
Not a normal sound.
No, it's scary. Like someone trying to kick the door down?
Right. It's not a small fan. It was a big, stupid, floppy fan.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll get a month without it.
Yeah. We'll be good.
This one's dedicated to you. 1 and 2.
We miss you.
Until next time, this is Nick.
And Kirsten.
And we're always interrupted.